Hello, everyone. Week 13 power rankings. Not a whole lot of changes. Not a whole lot of happenings. So let's get right into it. We do actually start out with our only change of the week in the power rankings. We have a drop. Luke losing again. Wow. Continuously putting up the highest scores for a loss. But I can't justify it anymore. Only team with over 10 losses and you have 11. You just can't put it together. You have great scores, like having one of your worst performers averaging over 30 is really good, but you cannot get it done when it counts. Shout out to Gucci Mane and Vucci Mane. And we have a jump. Jackson has made it out of the slums. Little 2-game win streak right now. Going up against Colby. You got a lot of guys starting to really come into their own. You got Trey Murphy and Triple J, Paulo, Ant-Man. And speaking of Ant-Man, oh boy. 71.5, we like that, even though it was just one game. That's all we care about. Paulo stepping it up, looking real comfortable now coming back. On the other side, Tumani Kamara, Cam Thomas, they both just do what they do, and neither of what they do gets very many points. So that's that. Rhyme, you put up a good performance. Sadly, you played me. LeBron and Luka are insane. Miles Turner may be one of the worst players in the NBA right now. I can't lie. Also, Quentin Grimes coming off the bench, not playing a whole lot. Yeah. We got Colby losing to Jackson. Now, whether or not that's a good or bad loss, we'll wait to see how far up the ranks Jackson can move here. But you have been going crazy with one guy. Well, obviously your main guys, but one guy in particular, Nurkic. He is, ever since Jokic went out, he said, I'll take up the reins. Get it? Because for the horse, the reins. He's averaging 60. What is this man on? Bro ate all of his Wheaties every single morning. Bro lives in the he bathes in the Wheaties. And he must have done some explicit acts with a horse of Jokic's to get some superpowers or something. I don't know what he's on. Who does Nurkic think he is? Either way. Sengun, ballin'. You also have Spida. He ballin'. Just not as high as those two. On the other side, Jared Allen. He's been bad all year. He's still bad. Kevin Porter Jr. just dealt with an injury. Sharing the backspace with Rollins and big boom, AJ Green. So it's looking kind of rough for him, but when he's good, he's super good. He's a top performer, but we'll have to wait to see how long he is out for injury. We got Mitchell here. You got Denny. He's coming back, going crazy. Injury seemed to hamper him. Zilch. James Harden. Kawhi has been out the past week. James Harden has been taking up all the responsibility. So, as James Harden does, he's putting up 59. On the other side, Khalil Ware, now injured, was bad, is bad. Eric Spoelstra will never play him alongside Bam. He just makes Bam way too bad, and it's kind of tough because I do think Khalil Ware is a really good player, but he's just not in the right situation. And for that, he averages 20 right next to Dennis Schroeder, who starts and then sometimes doesn't start and then plays 30 minutes and then plays 12 minutes. Shout out to the Kings. Carter. 6 and 7. You've been slipping here a little bit. You do still have Jokic, obviously injured, but your team seems to really struggle without him. You lost to Simon. Obviously, Simon's been a big kicker recently after getting everyone healthy. But things have not been good. PJ and Asar Thompson, nah. Let's hope you can turn things around, lock in some big games. Get back on that win streak so when Jokic comes back, you can go crazy. Speaking of Simon, number 4 right here. John Morant, we love to see him return. Not for John Morant's sake, but for your sake. And he went berserk. I'm not sure what's going on with him in Memphis, if he's going to stay around, play hard, or just kind of do what he was doing before the injury. But for right now, you'll take 60s from the dude who hasn't played like most of the season. Other side, Spicy P, doing really good. We like that. Sabonis, we like to see him anywhere because he's been out for months and months now. And even though he's the worst performer, you'd rather see him perform instead of not. So that's all I got to say about that. Miles Bridges, everyone's healthy. He was shooting amazing. Now he's not shooting amazing. He doesn't do a whole lot except for shoot and score. And when it's Brandon Miller, Colin Knippel taking all the scoring from him, things get kind of rough. But 9-4, tied for the second best record. Just beating you out so far. He could be some changes there. But for right now, the second most points in the league right now, Elijah. W against Mitchell. You were missing 2 of your best guys here from the top performers, including Cade and who's been injured, and someone else. But it's good because you got 2 other guys that can just do those things just as well. Julius and Scotty B. Julius benefited a lot from Anthony Edwards missing 2 games. He's still really good, obviously. But with Ant back, I'm sure that'll come down a little bit. Scotty Barnes, another big forward that scores and rebounds and gets hella assists right now. We love that. Sadiq Bey, continually one of the worst performers. He had some good runs there in the middle, but now everyone's healthy. They don't want to play him. H. Bailey, I see the vision with the pickup. I just don't know if Ace will ever get to be a good performer this year, even with all the opportunity that the Jazz are giving him. But maybe. Who knows? Maybe. You didn't lose. That's a lie. But you are 9-4. That's the truth. You did get a win here against Luke. Mobley, Shea go win crazy. After an amazing week from VJ Edgecombe last week, he came out and had a bit of a stinker. Only putting up 30.2. Davion Mitchell continues to be horrible. Really good team. Always going to be good with Shea. You got a bunch of other good players that we might be getting into in a second. Me here at the top. Lori played 1 game for me, but was best game I think I locked in. Maybe there was a higher game, whatever. Also with Kawhi, I think he played 1 game. A lot of the top performers this week all just played 1 game and went insane in that 1 game. A lot of injuries this year. A lot of people going down. Speaking of which, we'll talk about Jimmy Butler. Rest in peace. Might be his career over. I think it was Elijah that had him. I could be wrong on that, but rest in peace. You still have really good players, but it sucks to lose a performer like that. Alex R with a super shitty week. Not worried. I think he pulled out like a 60 already this week or some random shit, maybe a 50. Zach Levine, on the other hand, I don't think I've seen this boy get above 40 ever. He's pretty bad. And it makes it even worse that I traded Yusuf Nurkic for him. The second coming of Jokic. But I got the win. So, only team with 10 wins. Let's ride. So we got some other big performers. Bam Adebayo. I mean, that's what happens when Kel'el Ware is put to the bench and gets only 20 fantasy points. And they start winning. So Bam does good. They win. Kel'el Ware plays with Bam. Bam does bad. They lose. Wemby. A big performer, but more so here. So I can say just like how mid he's been. Like obviously for Wemby standards, 49 is still amazing. He has not been really good since coming back from injury. They kept him off the bench for a real long time, and now he's just not playing very many minutes. I think they're trying to do that to get him into award races and make sure he hits that 65 game minimum, which could hamper his overall like peaks this year, which sucks. We love basketball is good when Wemby plays a lot and puts up crazy stat lines and highlights, but we just haven't gotten a whole lot of that. Russell Westbrook on the Kings. I mean, any given week, a Kings performer could average like 60 or like 10. I don't know what the hell goes on that team. They just don't even feel like a real team right now. Like they're doing all sorts of goofy shit. Jaden McDaniels, also along with Julius Randle, benefiting from Ant being out, but is a really good sign that unlike last year's, Jaden McDaniels really steps up offensively when Ant goes out, and even when Ant plays, has just been overall way better. So we like to see that. Jalen Duren, I feel like he had been kind of quiet these last couple weeks, and stepped it up big here. Brandon Ingram, we love to see it. RJ Barrett, whole bunch of injuries have been happening over there in Toronto. And Brandon Ingram has stayed healthy, which is not usually his MO, and has been balling. We like all that. Shout out to BI. We got our horse of the week. It's none other than everyone's favorite beautiful boy. He's so beautiful. Look at him. That's a beautiful boy. One game, 71.5. Who cares? One game. He's amazing. That's week 13 complete. Don't forget your IR spots. Summon your players. Don't miss games. Drop your shitty players. Pick up better players. Use your spots. Get some wins. Lock in games. And good luck and have fun. That's it for week 13. We'll be back again next week with so much excitement.